All right, welcome back. Final whistle. David Giacomino, Kevin Walsh. We're gonna start with some football here. Kev, what's your take? What's your big storylines from last week?
All right. You know what? I got a real good one for you. Your Atlanta Falcons, the team that you said was going to be one of the better teams this year. Because we were joking around about this, how they beat up on the entire NFC East, and then of course the Redskins are going to come and get the job done. So they almost do it. Matt Ryan drives them down, gets the game time. They push it to overtime, and then they a walk-off pick six for the victory.
Who would have thought that?
I did not expect that to be the way that game was won, but it was. And I just thought that was pretty interesting. It makes me kind of wonder, is this kind of the Falcons showing that they aren't as good as we maybe thought? Because I'm still not necessarily fully buying in on the fact that the Falcons are an elite team. I just think that they have a very favorable schedule. And I'm not sure if I'm really buying, are the Redskins good? Are they decent? Are they a team to look out for?
I don't get what the Redskins are. 1 week they look like they stink, and then the next week they're like, wow, they're a decent football team. But I don't. It's just hard to tell. I'll give you one that really kind of got me by surprise was the Browns Ravens, 33-30.
All right, Dave. You know what? Quickly, Boomer and Carton. Sure, you're a fan. I am as well. One of the best sports talk radio shows, if not the best, okay? They run a survivor pool. You pick a team every week, one team to win a game, okay? You can't use the same team twice. So sometimes you strategically plan it out.
I've done it before.
Okay, right? Week 1, I go the Dolphins over the Redskins. Boom, done. Get a victory. Week 2, okay? Now think about week 2. I picked the Saints over the Bucks. And this was the Bucks after losing 42-14 to the Titans. Okay? Saints put up a good fight against the Cardinals. They lose. I'm out. Okay? They do a second chance pool.
Yeah, because I heard everybody got knocked out.
Second chance pool. I'm back in it. Back in the running. Ravens, lock. McCown, dogs. I'm out again. I should have just picked Tom Brady. I lose. Are you kidding me? How did the Ravens not win that game? How?
McCown went off on the defense.
He had the best week at any quarterback, maybe other than Eli Manning.
I know.
450 plus yards? What?
Where did that come from?
What?
Just wow.
So I'm out again.
Kevin Walsh is not happy.
A little frustrated.
Boomer Carton, Kevin Walsh is not happy. He wants a third go.
Yeah, where's the third chance pool? I could use that.
Third time's a charm. Wow. Kevin Walsh is not happy.
Dude, that's so not fair. That's not fair at all. I will say this, though. How about Eli Manning? How about Eli getting the job done? Eli couldn't have looked better. He led that drive down there, and Ruben Randall didn't play the entire drive, and Odell missed the majority of it. He threw 3 touchdowns, only 1 bad pick, 440 yards.
I'll tell you one thing. They shouldn't have been in that position, but Eli Manning did get the job done.
Interesting that they were in that position, no?
I've been one to criticize Eli Manning a lot just because his game managing skills have not been there. He's just hasn't lived up to expectations that we would think from a veteran quarterback. And he did get the job done yesterday, but I don't think they should have been in that position in the first place.
Yeah,
But one thing that got me by surprise, like you said, Beckham was out for a little bit of the game. He said his hamstring hurt. He comes back. He's celebrating in the end zone like, oh, my hamstring's magically good now. Like, what happened?
I don't know with these players. In a way, maybe he was like, all right, maybe he pushed himself in a way. I'm not sure. I'm not going to bash a player for not playing, and then when he did come in. You know what I mean? I'd rather give him credit. Yeah. I'd rather give him credit because he isn't, like Jay Cutler. Cutler, who has kind of a reputation for just coming out when he really should be in the game, did it in the postseason even. Yeah. So I'm not going to do that to Odell. I'm going to give him credit for coming back in, giving it his best. He picked up, he forced a penalty call, and realistically, Odell could stand there, and run. They could pretend that they're doing a bubble screen with him, and that draws 2 eyes. So I think a player like that does need to just be on the field.
I will say this. Me and you both were a believer in the Chiefs. I'm no longer a believer in the Chiefs after they lose to the Bears. And they give up 12 fourth quarter points and they scored 0 to lose the game.
It's tough. Chiefs.
We've been giving them the benefit of the doubt. The schedule has been tough.
Chiefs, one of the two teams that I really was high on this year that haven't come through, and that would be them and the Dolphins. The Chiefs, and this is not an excuse, but it is more of a fact. They might have the worst luck I've ever seen. This team last year got decimated by injuries. They come back this year with all these expectations. They get off to one of the roughest schedules I've ever seen. They come home, must win, guaranteed win, up against the Chicago Bears. Jamal Charles, on a freak play, on making a cut in the backfield, torn ACL out for the season. Their secondary has already been hit with injuries. And then on top of that, Jay Cutler drops the ball on the 5-yard line. That game-winning touchdown, dropped the ball on the 5-yard line and was still able to pick it up and just throw it up to Matt Forte for a jump ball, and he comes down with it.
It's tough, I know.
Jeremy Maclin misses getting his foot in by an inch. That would have made that field goal try to win it makeable by Cario Santos. Unreal how bad this team's luck is. I'll say this, though. If they are terrible all season and they can get a top 5 pick, watch out for them next year. Maybe they can bounce back from injuries.
Why? Who do you think they would take it? Would they take a quarterback? Or?
Just best player available.
Yeah.
Alex Smith, though, I don't know if he's ever going to get the job done.
That's what I said, quarterback.
I don't think I'd go quarterback necessarily. Then again, you definitely could.
But thing is, what quarterback do you take?
That's the thing. I don't know if you got a franchise QB there. A lot of tough stuff there. But but I definitely think it is not too early to say that the Chiefs are out of the playoffs.
All right. Well, anything else you wanna?
Eagles.
Eagles.
I have to.
Of course you do.
Listen. Okay. So the Eagles normally lose to the Redskins, or the Cowboys lose to the Redskins, or the Giants lose to the Redskins in one of the final 2 weeks, and that's what costs one of those 3 teams their seasons. It literally happens every year. Like, all 3 teams, they just lose to the Redskins, and it ruins everything, okay? When the Eagles did it so early, I mailed it in. I was donezo. Their offense woke up, and I'm not here, saying, the Eagles are Super Bowl and all this. We're 2-3. They're 2-3. Big though, 500+ yards of offense, and that's with Sam Bradford throwing some terrible picks. Fletcher Cox, NFC Defensive Player of the Week. DeMarco Murray got a touchdown. Ryan Matthews got a touchdown. Sam Bradford still throw for 2 touchdowns. A lot of good things came out of the Eagles Sunday against the Saints. A lot of good things.
I want to be a believer in the Eagles because their schedule is not that, not that scary. But, they just, you don't know what you're going to get from them. That's the thing. Are we going to get this team that put up 500 yards each week? I don't know.
That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Biggest game of their season is going to be next Monday. They're playing the Giants, Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
That is a big game. That is the biggest game as it gets.
And that would really show something if they win that game. Because, like you said, Eli Manning, he looked good. Giants as a whole, they've looked...
Giants looks like they should be 5-0.
Yeah. They really should have. And if the Eagles do come out, look this good the whole game and win, then, maybe I'll start to be a little bit of a believer again. But...
Yeah, I definitely am not saying, buy all the stock in Eagles right now.
No, but, just... We'll see. Because... look at this schedule. It's not that bad.
No, they don't play really any tough schedules other than division opponents until that Patriots game.
They got the Panthers. I don't know.
Because you don't know. The Panthers, they necessarily have had a pretty easy walkthrough up to this point too.
Cowboys win.
It should be a win.
Dolphins win.
Should be a win.
Tampa
should be a win. It should be. It should be though.
Yeah.
But you don't know what the Eagles are how they're gonna show up.
Detroit. Win. That's what I'm saying. You don't know. The schedule's not good.
I've done that a lot of times with the Eagles, where I've checked off wins and they don't come through.
You would have thought they would have beaten the Redskins too, but apparently not. I don't know.
But what do you say we get into these pick'ems?
Yeah.
It's week 6, big week. A lot of good stuff. I know off the top of my head the Thursday night game as you pull up the schedule.
Yeah.
Falcons Saints. All right, you have home and away right there?
Yep.
Who's home?
Saints.
Saints, right? Julio Jones, questionable.
Yeah.
That's big.
That is.
That's big. Drew Brees has looked very good the past 2 weeks. He did have an interception and 2 fumbles, actually, against the Eagles, but he still threw for 336 yards. I got that stat right there.
Oh, yeah.
Falcons look shaky. They did look shaky against the Redskins. And no Julio. What do you think?
I'm going with the Falcons.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I was about to say,
Saints
everything you just said, I'm still going with Falcons.
Saints are terrible.
Yeah.
They are terrible. Tell you what, though. Saints win this game, there might be hope for them. Might be.
I still not going to win, though.
I don't agree. I don't think they will, but it might be hope for them.
They have one win. They're terrible. That just shows the 1 wins versus the Cowboys. That just shows how much they've
Walk-off win, too.
Yeah. God. All right. We both agree on that. First game here, Redskins-Jets.
In New York?
Yep.
Yeah, you got to think the Jets win.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have to think the Jets win.
I got to go with the Jets.
Especially as long as they're healthy. I think, as long as Ivory and Decker are out there, I like the Jets a lot.
Hey, Decker or Ivory been good. Brandon Marshall showed something,
The Jets have one of the best 1-2 combinations in regards to receivers in Marshall and Decker. And either one of them is a superstar, but they are both real good.
And Fitzpatrick has done the job. He's been doing it. Like, he's been doing what he needs to be done. Because Geno Smith he's healthy. They're just not playing him. And rightfully so. They should not play him. Like, why would you play him?
No reason for it. Fitzpatrick has got the team. They got 1 loss on the season to the Philadelphia Eagles. And, there's no reason to sit Fitzpatrick.
No. Cardinals Steelers. Steelers being home.
Huh.
I know who I'm picking. I mean, you know who I'm picking, but...
I'm pretty sure I know who you're picking. Pretty sure you're picking the Cardinals.
Yeah. I'm a big believer in the Cardinals.
I'm going Steelers. I'm going Steelers, in all honesty.
Michael Vick led Steelers.
Yeah. You know what, man?
There was a report out there that Ben Roethlisberger wants to play because he wants to play against Bruce Arians. But I don't
Very
think he'll come back.
upset Big Ben isn't playing. I would have loved to seen Big Ben throw the ball to Antonio at Pat Pete.
Yeah.
That would have been the matchup I would have loved to seen. Because Vic right now can't find him to save his life. No.
But I told you that he's not throwing him the ball.
He can't find Antonio.
I told you that. The first game he came in, he just didn't look at him.
Antonio's numbers combined with the 2 weeks with Vic starting are worse than any of his previous weeks with Big Ben.
And I told you that because you have him on fantasy, and I was like, watch out.
Yeah, I'm still putting up $180, so how you doing?
I'm aware because, I'm aware. I'm 1-4.
I'm undefeated.
I'm 1-4, and I've lost by 1 twice. So, yeah, okay.
Petey goes to me, and he goes, I'm fighting for second place. I think you guys was locked up. I'm just fighting for second.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Because there's no... As long as you're putting up $180, no one's touching you.
Yeah.
No one has come close to you.
Yeah, Brandon almost put up... no. No. Playing Joe this week, he's guaranteeing a victory, so we'll see.
Yeah?
He's guaranteeing a victory.
Guaranteeing a victory.
That's what he said.
Who do you have in a bye week?
Latavius Murray.
Oh, okay. No.
Yeah,
Joe, you have no shot, okay? Shout out to Joe. You have no shot.
Unless Julio doesn't play, which maybe messes. Even
if that, what is that? $150 then? So, regardless, he's still going to win.
Yeah. Thank you.
Next game, we got Chiefs, Vikings.
Poor Chiefs. I got to go with the Vikings.
Me too.
I gotta go. When you look at the Vikings, they got that horrible Monday night loss to San Fran. Still am very confused on how they lost that one. But they did. And then their other loss came up against the Broncos, who have the best defense in football.
I don't know if this means anything, but Vikings 2-0 at home, 0-2 on the road, and they're home this week.
Yeah, definitely got the Vikings.
Yeah, I mean, I got the Vikings too, but I don't know if that's has any big factor or anything,
Right.
But feel bad for the Chiefs. I don't know how many games they're gonna win this season.
Who, the Vikings?
No, the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah, no. The Chiefs, I think I picked the Chiefs the majority of the weeks, except for when they were playing in Lambeau and in Cincinnati and stuff. But, yeah, definitely see a victory for the Vikings in that one.
All right, we got Bengals, Bills.
Bengals are good. I told you the Bengals were good.
Bengals coming out.
Andy Dalton been the second best quarterback now.
Shocking. I did very disliked Andy Dalton a lot, and he's proved me wrong. I'll admit I'm wrong on that one.
Bengals got a real good team. It's not just him though. They have a very, very good team.
Yeah.
They're complete. The combination
and he's got his receiver back now.
The combination of Jeremy Hill and Gio Bernard, Andy Dalton has looked real good. Tyler Eifert is showing that he's an elite tight end. AJ Green is one of the better receivers in football, and that's a good defense.
They could have home field in the playoffs.
Throughout, yeah, absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
They gotta go to the Patriots though.
I'm still waiting for the Patriots to play an elite team. They haven't played an elite team yet.
Yeah.
Which is you know I mean that's very true.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're playing the Colts, you thought this would be a big matchup, but that's a little preview, and I'm also going to surprise you.
Okay, God. Bears Lions. What a matchup this is.
Wow. Jay Cutler.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bears.
Really?
Yeah.
Now I want to change my pick. No.
All right, go change it.
Wait, where's the game?
Detroit. You're not. Are you changing it?
Nah, I'll go with the Bears. I
Yeah,
have to go with the
smart
Bears.
man.
I have to go with the Bears.
Smart man.
The Lions just have terrible luck.
We're
right
agreeing
now.
too much. Broncos, Browns.
Broncos. Broncos got the best defense of football right now.
The Broncos defense. I have them on fantasy.
Good for you.
Wow.
Good for you.
20 plus each week.
Dude, this defense is crazy. They're scoring more than Peyton.
I'm just saying, thank you. Thank you.
They're scoring more than Peyton, man.
Peyton's saying thank you too.
Yeah, because he's got them at 5. They have him at 5-0.
All right. Texans Jaguars. Another great matchup
game.
here.
I got Blake Bortles.
Blake Bortles.
Blake Bortles is good.
I'm
Blake
going
Bortles is showing that he might be a pretty good quarterback.
Yeah, but it's still 1-4.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Texans.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. DeAndre Hopkins is nice.
Yes, that's the exact reason I was about to say. You ruined it for me. Thank you.
Arian Foster, too.
Yeah, but yeah.
We'll see if Ryan Mallett or Brian Hoyer.
Whichever one decides to play this game, who knows? Dolphins, Titans, another great matchup.
Definitely got to go with the Dolphins. I think maybe the
Dolphins are
can,
bad.
Dolphins might be able to turn around, though.
Dolphins
maybe the
are
new
bad.
head coach makes a big difference.
I'm going with the Titans. I'm a Marcus Mariota guy.
Wow. Okay.
I like Marcus Mariota.
Is that your upset of the week, or do you even think that's an upset?
They're the same record. You can't even call that an upset.
Okay.
Panthers, Seahawks.
Panthers should be 1-4. I mean, the Seahawks should be 1-4. Game's at home, though. Going with Cam.
Going Cam?
This Cam.
I can't do it.
Not this Cam.
I know.
This
I can't
Cam.
do it. I gotta go with the Seahawks. They should not have. It really. They should be 1-4 is entirely different than 2-3.
Oh, it's such a big difference. And I just think that I don't know. I think Cam Newton can maybe get this game done.
Yeah, that will show me something. That will really show something from him.
Although if Marshawn Lynch comes out, the Seahawks might run them over.
He just decided not to play the last 2 weeks. I picked him second overall in fantasy. Thanks. I did pick up his backup though, and he had a pretty good game.
Rawls?
Yeah.
I mean, not Marshawn.
No. Not beast mode. Thanks, Marshawn. Second overall, I'm regretting it. But anyways, he's not doing anything either. So either way, my pick would have.
I think we're getting a little insight into how little you know, at least about fantasy.
Okay, second overall. You said you would have picked Lacey.
Correct.
And he's done nothing either. So either way.
I said I would have picked him over Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving forward.
All right. Okay. Chargers, Packers, Aaron Rodgers. That's enough said. Right
Period.
there. Aaron Rodgers.
And the game's at home, too. Come on.
Yeah.
They're not losing there. Although he did lose the interception
He
streak.
was human. He was human last week.
Did lose the interception streak. That Rams defense is no joke, man.
No.
That Rams D is something else. 27 yards rushing for Eddie Lacy.
That's got to change. That's got to change.
If the Packers want to...
Maybe look, if they're up somewhat big in this game, they give Lacey more touches than they would think, just to try to get him going. I don't know.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
Ravens 49ers, great matchup. Wow.
I got the Ravens. I think the 49ers are really terrible.
Yeah, I got Ravens too.
I think Justin Forsett will have a good day.
But I want to say the 49ers are terrible, but so are the Ravens.
They shouldn't be. They shouldn't be this bad.
No, what? I'm going with 49ers.
Okay.
The Ravens really made me mad because I picked them to win last week and they lost.
Yeah, well, they ruined me too.
Yeah.
I'm giving them a second chance.
I'm not. I'm going with 49ers. Patriots, Colts, 8:30 game. I think Andrew Luck is going to play. Is he? They've been.
Andrew Luck plays. I'm picking Andrew Luck.
Why do you doubt? It's Tom Brady. Why do you doubt Tom Brady?
I don't know. I think that Andrew Luck maybe can do it. I think maybe he's
Tom
having a
Brady.
rest.
Enough said.
I think Andrew Luck maybe comes out for a big game.
Rob Gronkowski.
Patriots do not have a good defense.
They don't need a good defense. They're putting up 40+ each week.
I got the Colts. As long as Andrew Luck's starting, though. Matt Hasselbeck will not win that game.
All
But
right,
I got Andrew Luck starts. I think Andrew Luck wins.
You don't see any rust there?
No.
No? Really?
I see rest, not rust.
Rest? Okay. Who knows what his injury is in the first place? They're not like,
Shoulder.
Really, yeah, I know that, but they're not really saying what's wrong with his shoulder.
Needed it to be iced for 2 weeks so he can come out and dominate Tom Brady.
Okay. And the Monday night game, your boys against the Giants.
Eagles. They're home, too. It's a big game. It's a must-win.
Finally, we have a good Monday night matchup, by the way.
Woo!
Finally, good Monday night.
Last Monday night was an awesome walk-off touchdown.
I know, but if like the teams...
It was a good game.
It was a good game, but the team stunk.
Eagles for the win. Although Eli couldn't have looked any better last week. But that's how I see it.
Guess who I'm picking?
I can only imagine.
No, I'm picking the Giants.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Anything bold you wanna predict?
I think the fact that I think the Colts are gonna beat the Patriots
That's pretty bold.
is bold enough.
There you go. All right, that's pretty bold.
You got any?
Not really. Everything is really slow.
Yeah, you're taking a week off from your bold, outrageous.
You were able to take some weeks off with the bold. I got nothing for this week.
That's fine.
If I were to say something, it would be pretty like wow. You know.
Yeah, I don't need you to tell me that Julio Jones catches for 300 yards.
Yeah,
I don't need that, man.
I'm not. No, it's good. And our picks were pretty even this week. I'm surprised. Actually, agree for once.
You know what? You're starting to learn, Dave.
Yeah, maybe. Final note: Mets, do be proud. Win this game 5 for me. Let's go Islanders. John Tavares has looked awesome. MVP candidate.
EAGLES.
Yeah, let's see, because they had one
519 yards total offense.
Yeah, whatever.
Defensive player of the week.
All right,
Fletcher Cox.
We need to stop this, Walsh.
Wrap it up. I'm starving.
All right, that's all the time we have. David Giacomino, Kevin Walsh, who's always wrong.
And
Have a good one, guys.